Good evening, everyone. My name is Bruce Swartz. I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Thanks so much for subscribing, stopping by, connecting, dropping me a comment. Whether you agree or disagree, everyone is welcome. And listen, hey guys, while we're looking at this, I'm going to talk to you about some amazing news that, a surprise coming in January. When exactly in January, I'm not sure, but I still want to talk to you guys about it because I am sort of excited. This channel, the magic part of it, and we're going to see here an X-ray, around Copernicus crater. Guys, wake up. Those of you, and again, I'm not talking about you amazing people. I'm talking about the trolls because I like teasing them. A lot of structures here. Wait till we transfer into a lighter tone of X-ray filtering. This gives you the virtual view of the surface. So in January, would you guys like seeing more videos, more detailed videos, and have me stay up all night outside filming and really packing in the proof and getting tons of UFOs on the surface of the moon, structures, etc.? I'm going full time. Yeah, it's pretty crazy because I don't have any guarantee that I could live with this because I have a son and because, I owe money on my house and it's a chance to take. But I've always depended on my intuition. And I'm telling you, there's a lot out there. When I go to work in the morning and I don't have a camera with me, I see the UFOs. I see in the morning sky. This is the UFO capital. I'm in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Guys, look at the surface right here while I'm yakking. No, this isn't yakking. I know many of you are going to be ecstatically happy. I'm going to be doing live streaming. I'm going to answer the comments. I do answer the comments, but maybe more often. Not maybe, definitely more often. Interact with you. This channel is made up of the community and my telescope research. And that's what makes this an amazing community. I owe everything. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. I owe absolutely everything to the community. All YouTube channels owe everything to their community. Because if it wasn't for the community, the channels would not exist. The community has the power to do what they want with the channel. And I appreciate all the support that you guys and gals are giving this channel. I just can't thank you enough. From every culture, from every country around the world, we got to share this information. We're finding real UFOs on the surface. Wasn't this nice? The X-ray? I think it's amazing, exquisite, because you can see the real surface. The moon flipped upside down right here. Tycho crater, the white crater in the center. And not normal craters on the top. 3 of them the same. So we have many craters on the moon that, 2 or 3 craters side by side that have the exact same shape. So, it's really funny when you think of it. And again, it's leading you away from the thought that there could have been meteors up there because it really doesn't make any sense when you get in close and see what's up there. So, full time. I'm going full time in January and I'm going to be getting longer videos up, more details. It's not about more videos, but it's about more, it's about more videos. You know how I am. As soon as I get some proof of something, I want to post the video. A lot of new techniques I'm going to be setting up in the back room. My very large monitor, which helps me with my technique, will be looking in 5K plus. It's going to change a lot of the way the details are being seen on the surface. I'm very happy. And it's going to clarify some of the haze again. Because we can't rule out that the surface is dusty, cloudy, or hazy. That is never going to go away. Think of it. If they're deliberately camouflaging the surface, we're fighting for nothing. Because that's probably why the craters have the same depth or, descending levels inside of them. They look very similar and they seem to be flat. Well, that could be the smoke cover the dust or the clouds that go over the craters. And again, I say it almost every video. That's why everything looks like it's saran wrapped. It's clinging to each other like it was leaked there, like all one piece, you know? It doesn't make any sense. When you start zooming up and you start looking at the proof, it just really does not make any sense. These white light sources, guys, are definitely making the smoke. When you zoom up, you see massive miles and miles around these white craters. You see a lot of smoke. And the smoke is intense. It's bright lights. Whatever it is, I'm telling you, natural or not, it's definitely causing, us to have problems seeing the surface. You can see it here. When you zoom up around Copernicus, there are actual smaller lights all around inside of this gray area, many miles around Copernicus crater, which I call the spider web. In reality, many light sources are there. They're exhausting a lot of smoke, whatever that smoke is, and it's causing us and our cameras not to be able to clearly see the surface, nor the elevation or descending levels. So now we're going to go see, this is Aristarchus crater, just over top of that square rectangle with Copernicus inside of it. This is the virtual surface of the moon, and I want you to notice the independent coloring on the surface and that those areas look blurred. We're going to zoom up into Sinus Iridum because some of these blurred areas are dusts, smokes, and hazes. But as for Bianchini crater, which is what we're going to go see in great, exquisite close-up detail, this is the surface, and you can virtually see the hazes right here and the hazes in the green area right there. So it's just a white haze over that green area, but the surface is green, and it looks like a green haze, but I don't think it is. So all this is what the surface looks like. I've showed it in X-ray. We saw it at the beginning of the video. It's a straight up shot. Who cannot appreciate that? This is a very low angle view, guys, a 45-degree angle view, meaning it looks like we've landed. So I'm not hiding it. The photo is turned, so to say, and that we're seeing from the surface. We're a bit closer, pressed up on the surface. Isn't this a beautiful view of the surface? It gives you a really big idea of exactly what is going on. What the heck is that shaft coming out thousands of miles? You know what that is? Those are looking research points, or they're observatory points where they observe the workers. That is for sure. It could be a landing observatory area. You know why I'm saying that? Because I'm seeing the pattern on the surface. The surface areas have these snake-like heads that come out. Look at this object. These objects, all intertwined together, very high off the surface, thousands of feet off the surface, if not. This is like half of Mount Everest, okay? Look at this, a UFO. But this is quite the exceptional UFO. Guys, when I look at this, I like to hypothesize, and I say, imagine if that was a storm on the surface. John Lear mentions a higher or elevated atmosphere on the surface, almost 70%. I went to see, and I'm seeing a lot of signs of atmosphere. Maybe I'm wrong, but hey, I'm doing the research, and that's what I'm seeing. A light here. This is live, by the way. This is a live view of the surface, all right? Live view. Slowed down, we see a flickering light down there. There's activity, okay? And now here we are, guys. Sinus iridum, the apple bite. Oh, I love saying that word, the apple bite, because sinus iridum and the rest of the surface of the moon is exquisitely constructed. All these detailed objects, advanced or ancient, actively visited or empty. Who knows? But if there are UFOs whizzing around, okay, an amazing setup of structuring impossible, almost impossible to see because it's all white. And nobody's taking the time to look inside of that white and to try to filter through the bloody veil that's on the surface of the moon. Bianchini crater on the top left there. Beginning of the bridge platform structure right over here. There's the beginning of that 43-kilometer platformed bridge that has structures on top of it. Bianchini crater, top left there. 38 kilometers to give you an idea of the focal length, of how wide the view is here. We're seeing about 60, 70 kilometers wide, the entire frame of all the footage you're seeing. So look at right here beside Bianchini crater and look at the secretive structuring that is right there on the surface. This is exquisitely filtered, simply basic inversion and x-ray to be able to see the beginning of that 43-kilometer bridge, this straight path, and all those amazing structures. So there's the beginning of that bridge on the right and Bianchini crater on the left, and all the structuring on the surface. Natural? I don't think so. But hey, it could be natural or not. Just that the ideal of this, guys, is that we don't see it. If we're told that there's nothing there and I'm seeing something there, I tend to think that that something could be something big, right? Look here. This is exquisite. This is to the east of Bianchini crater, just behind Sinus Iridum. Magnificent straight up shot of the surface, very close. So we're looking at about 30, 40 miles wide right here.